Are you attracted to new construction homes, especially in South Florida? Do you love the feel and smell of a new home and everything is modern and state-of-the-art? Well, if you are in South Florida, there is lots of land being developed and homes are popping out of the ground everywhere. You'd almost think there's more supply than demand, but don't get too excited. There's more to this story. Well, I'm Maria Wells, your real estate expert on the Treasure Coast, providing all sorts of information on neighborhoods, about homes, current topics in real estate. And yes, I said the Treasure Coast. You may be asking, where is that? Well, it's on the southeast coast of Florida, north of Palm Beach, and covers Palm City, Jensen Beach, Stewart, and a lot of little great towns. It's truly a gem that most people only find out about when talking to someone else about the area. Today, I'm going to dive right into the new construction boom, especially on the Treasure Coast of Florida, and the 5 reasons why prices aren't dropping, what you need to know before going to the sales center with new construction, and then I'm going to bring the whole picture together for you. So right now, there are more townhomes going up than single-family homes. And why is that? Higher density matters. Because land is becoming more and more expensive, the builder needs to use the land for its highest and best use, and multifamily homes fit the criteria for them to make a profit. You may have noticed, though, that lumber prices are dropping in the past few months by up to almost 72%. That surely can be great news. Well, even with this massive price correction, don't expect cheaper homes, and there are reasons this is happening. So let's get right into the 5 reasons why home prices aren't dropping. Number 1, overwhelming housing demand. With a month or less of inventory, there is an incredible demand on homes, especially in Florida, where so many are now wanting to call this great state home. Along with many millennials are coming into the market. So home construction has been underperforming since the Great Recession. And many of the mom and pop companies from a decade or so ago can no longer compete. So building is left to the big companies, creating less competition. Number 2, high land cost in development. As I mentioned, land cost and development of that land has risen. Gone are the days of cheap dirt. It is harder to find developed lots, and the last good supply of foreclosed land is gone. The prices are escalating, and so the cost of development is also going up. This is pushing the cost up by about 2 to 3 times in the last few years. Number 3, there is no cheap labor. The days of cheap labor and people wanting to work is over. The building industry hasn't escaped the lack of workforce either. Construction companies are having to pay a lot more for labor, and there is a fierce competition between companies for tradesmen. Well, additionally, skilled tradesmen are aging out of the construction industry, along with the collapse of trade schools over the last decade. Many tradesmen left this industry during the Great Recession and are not coming back. The experts do not expect labor costs to drop. In fact, most are predicting an increase in the pay for tradesmen. May be a good time to encourage your children to enter the trades. Just saying. Well, number 4, other materials remain expensive. Even though lumber has dropped, nothing else in the building supply chain is dropping its price. Even our anti-trade policies of the U.S. have created huge price increases in most products used by construction, and steel prices are soaring, and anything bought overseas costs a lot more due to tariffs. So now the U.S. is competing with the rest of the world for basic building material, and of course, the effects of the supply chain issues are creating havoc on this industry. So number 5, government and labor regulations. Government and labor regulations are causing a lack of competition. In the past, we would expect a plethora of new businesses, but today you can't find the resources for obtaining equipment and products, and the regulations have truly increased. Therefore, bigger companies are acquiring small companies that are fully operational, which doesn't help competition, and it doesn't help lowering prices for consumers. These 5 reasons give you a better idea on why prices are not going to stop anytime soon on new construction. Did you know that building permits have increased in the past 3 years in my area to somewhere between 50 to 80%? That demand is what's fueling the buyer frenzy and placing high demand, which will not bring prices down for a long time in the future. Have you visited a sales center recently? If so, have you asked a salesperson what is the availability of what you can purchase? Well, it's going to be a surprise when you receive the answer, because typically they say, we have nothing available right now to purchase, but we'll be releasing lots or homes in the future. What? Nothing to sell? Yes, that's really true. So how most builders are handling the demand is that they have a sign-up sheet for a waiting list. When a lot or home comes up, they give you a call. If you don't want the lot, no problem, they go to the next person. If you accept the lot, then you don't know the price of the home will be until they have obtained a permit and quote you on current pricing. And actually, most times you can't even select colors because it's going to depend what is available at the time that they do the whole agreement for your home. Ladies, that's like going to the counter to buy a dress you love and you don't know the price until you receive your credit card bill the next month. Are you kidding me? Well, while you're waiting for something to come available, prices keep going up $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And really, the sales staff does not know when or how much the pricing is going up or what will even be available next. They really are sort of kept in the dark, and it all depends on what the big construction company releases to them. What is really frustrating is when you visit the models. They have so many upgrades, and visualizing what a bare home will look like is difficult unless you have a great imagination. The pricing sheets they hand you is without all the upgrades, and you are seeing nothing but beautiful upgrades. So typically you should plan on spending an additional 20% above the purchase price for some of these upgrades. Most homeowners don't want carpet. They want tile or wood flooring. That's an upgrade. 42-inch cabinets instead of 36 is an upgrade. Adding a backsplash in the kitchen, some additional appliances or upgrading the appliances, that's not included. You get the idea. There's a lot to consider. Well, if you are enjoying this information, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to receive my weekly videos filled with all sorts of real estate information. I'd love to answer your concerns or questions, so just write them below and I will get back to you quickly. Well, to even better acquaint yourself with preparing to purchase new construction, let's go to the next video on buying new construction, where it's going to tell you, do I need a realtor to make sure you are represented? Well, until next time, happy house hunting.